After spending the day with the brand new 2016 Cadillac CT6, we loved the car, but here are some of the things we hate about it. First off, it's 204 inches long, which is just shy of the length of the Mercedes S-Class and the BMW 7 Series. Both cars have incredible legroom in the rear. Unfortunately, Cadillac decided to give too generous of a trunk. It's incredibly deep, and sure, that's very useful for hauling large amounts of stuff, but I think they would have been much better off giving the rear passengers more legroom. Yes, it feels nice, but it feels a lot more like a 5 Series or E-Class than an S-Class or a 7 Series. Now, you might be saying it's priced like the 5 or the E. However, because Cadillac has gotten rid of the CT8 program, this is their flagship sedan. And they could have gotten more legroom, they just chose not to. It also feels kind of claustrophobic in here. A lot of car companies are trying to push the dash and the panels away from the driver to make it feel more spacious and open. Instead, Cadillac's done the opposite. Everything feels bulbous and you feel enclosed, and it feels more claustrophobic than it should. Second, this is a luxury car, not a sports car. And because it does not have a beautiful sounding V8 or V12 like the AMG S-Classes, you shouldn't hear the engine noise at all. Instead, when you step on it, you've got this minivan sounding 6-cylinder intruding into the cabin. They should have muffled that a lot more. This car is very isolated. There's no reason they couldn't have made the engine quieter for passengers inside. Next, while I love the usage of a camera in place of a rear view mirror, you can't focus and do quick glances to the rear view mirror like you could if it was glass. Let me explain. When you look at it, you actually can't tell at all what's going on because stuff is moving at a refresh rate that's not quite fast enough and the definition is not quite there that you actually have to hold your eyes on the screen for a good 3 times as long as you would if it was just a mirror. Now, you can remedy this by flipping it down and you get a normal rear view mirror, but for a feature like that, they could have spent a little more time on research and development and improved it. The car is very light. At a base curb weight of 3,600 pounds, it's a good 500 to 1,000 pounds lighter than its competition. But in order to do that, they cut some corners, which made the quality suffer quite a bit. The door handles, for instance, when you pull on them, they do not feel nice at all, especially not for an $89,000 vehicle. And you can actually pull on it and wiggle the handles. They're very cheap plastic. Even the button to lock and unlock the car feels terrible. When you start pressing on things in the interior, even though it looks pretty, you quickly realize that it isn't put together as well as it could be. Lastly, the graphics on the multimedia system and instrument cluster are much uglier than its German rivals. Mercedes and BMW have got it down. Nice shades of black, white, and gray. Beautiful graphics of the car rolling by, the doors opening as you're adjusting things. Q is nowhere near like that. It's got a weird mix of blue and red shades that don't look very good. It reminds me a lot more of something that would appear in a new Ford Focus, not a top-of-the-line Cadillac. Well, there you have it. We do love this car, but no car is perfect. I hope you enjoyed this video. Like always, please browse our channel and subscribe. Look forward to seeing you next video.